Hey, welcome today for the 1204 whistle. We had a little technical difficulties, didn't we, Dustin?
Yeah, kind of like that tornado warning that never really came through my phone last night. Did it come through your phone last night?
No, I slept right through it. I didn't hear about it until I got to work today.
The only reason why I knew is it felt like our roof was going to be blown off of our house last night, so kind of woke us up there. But welcome, here we are, and we have a lot of things that have been going on both inside our classroom, four walls, outside of our four walls, in our facilities with the community. Our students are participating in a lot of things, and we are going to recap all of the great stuff going on right now. So, John, what are some of the big things that happened in our buildings that the community was able to take part in?
Yeah, it's hard to think of anything, but I think we had 6 different like dance or uh, music groups in the auditorium over the winter, over like winter, spring, like whether that's
recital season.
Yeah, Visionary Dance or Lofty Life or things like that, concerts, community concerts, things like that. Of course, we just got through Easter egg hunting season, and we had the FFA did their annual Easter egg hunt, and then Park and Rec came in and did a flashlight Easter egg hunt in the dark. Mm-hmm. That's always fun. Maker Faire, groups. I think of groups. Winter's always crazy with. I wouldn't even want to count how many community groups or outside groups use the facilities or rent the facilities, all the way to lifeguard recertification, swim lessons, youth clubs, baseball, softball, lacrosse.
Truly community used buildings.
Truly.
Do you have any idea of like an estimate of how many people come through our buildings outside of the normal school day?
Like at the daily number?
Well, just like in total, because I know we have basketball tournaments, we have the agility centers constantly being used, the pool, all like the auditorium.
I looked back not long ago, and it wasn't a full year because I started with like a July 1 till now, mm-hmm. to kind of go along with our fiscal year. And I want to say hours of use of community groups, so anything that's not labeled high school, middle school, or district type function, I think it was right around 30,000 hours of community use. Like I might even have been closer to 40, but it was somewhere in that ballpark that I was shocked. Like, holy cow, I know our community gets use of our facilities, but that seemed like a lot to me.
30,000 hours, and then think of the number of people coming through those doors and utilizing everything. It's pretty awesome. You had a pretty cool event here not too long ago. Was it a fossil? What was that all about?
We did. Yeah, we worked with the Matheson Memorial Library, and we had a 60-foot whale in the Agility Center, along with whale fossils and books and a little educational area. And, I'm not familiar with that stuff, but when they told me that they had almost 400 people come through to view that, I thought that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe someone out there knows more about those type of events than I do, but I was very impressed. Well done event, really neat. A lot of kids, a lot of families coming through, and just more people getting in our doors and allowing our community to take advantage of the spaces we have.
Yeah. So the community getting inside of our buildings is always amazing, but then we're not just getting community members out after the school day, but we're also trying to get some of our community members inside of our school day to see the magic going on during the school day. So we've had some big events.
We have. I think you're leading me right into like asking you what's going on recently, are you?
A little bit here.
Employer business world, are you leading me into that?
Teeing it up for you. So here we go.
I love it. And we haven't worked together that long, but that's good that you know that you need to tee it up for me. Otherwise I get lost or I get off the trail. So thank you for that. So Dustin, what just happened this past week? Like you had a couple of big ones.
So in the last few weeks, one of the most recent ones, so last week we had our giant career fair. We had over 50 companies there. Every student from the high school went through. We had some students from CCA come through as well. I've got a ton of great feedback from some of our community members saying that multiple students signed up for not only part-time work now, but also in the summer, and then just a lot of career exposure, which is always the goal. We want our students to have as many touch points with those professionals as possible to let them know what opportunities are down the road for them.
Sure.
So It was a great day, and it was kicked off with a partnership between Educators Credit Union and our school district. So as many people are aware, but also very happy about, it is a state requirement that all students get personal financial literacy standards built into their graduation.
So that was the first part of the day?
So the first part of the day, we partnered with Educators Credit Union to do our reality check event. So it was it's basically a simulated game of life. So you're adulting, and you are walking around, you have your budget, you know what your career is, path that you chose. Do you want to have a family? Do you have a pet? Did you go to a 4-year school? Do you have student loan debt? How do you balance your budget at the end of the month? That is a simulated game of life. And oh no, I have to put tires on my vehicle. That was an unexpected expense. All those little curveballs that life can throw at you. This wasn't a chance for all of our juniors to kind of live that.
So is that simulation that they go through in the morning, is that like a month of life, 6 months of life simulation, year? How long do they kind of simulate?
So they're trying to get through the month. So this is, I have this amount of money coming in. These are my expected expenses. There's the chance wheel where, I spent some money on some scratch offs. Not a great investment, right? But I won $15. But more likely is, I have a vet bill that I didn't plan on because my dog got sick, or I have tires that I had to put on my vehicle. All those little things. Your rent. Did you plan on getting married? Did you plan on having kids? You have childcare expenses. All of those types of things that a lot of 16, 17-year-olds don't have to think about right now, but it's coming pretty quickly for all of them. So
the people at the different tables in there that kids are going to kind of work their way through life. So, bank or real estate or whatever, like, are those business partners as well?
Yep. So a lot of our business partners that joined our Career Expo later in the day came and volunteered their time beforehand. So if they had expertise in real estate, they would maybe run the housing booth, or so those were all of the those are the opportunities that were available to our students last week, and it was just a great experience. I had a lot of great feedback from that. Before that, we brought in a couple of amazing groups. So we had Visit Lake Geneva came. They hosted their monthly meeting at Elkhorn Area High School. We were able to showcase our career pathways. We had an amazing student panel where our students talked to them about what life as an Elkhorn Area High School student is all about, and how we are preparing them for their future careers and goals after high school.
That was an interesting day. Like, that was really interesting, and I think you could see all the members of Visit Lake Geneva that they were affixed on what the kids were saying, and the kids did an amazing job of communicating what they're doing, where they're going, and the importance of school and community. And it was a really good event.
Some of those people were blown away by some of our student, like the life of an Elkhorn Area High School student,
right?
Where they're obviously a full-time student, but they're in this activity and that activity, and they're in this sport, and they also work 15 to 20 hours a week at a part-time job.
And they're taking AP classes.
They're taking AP classes. They're taking Gateway College, technical college credits, and I mean, kids are fully taking advantage of everything that we have to offer, and it's an amazing thing to see. And then it was great too, getting them on the tours. Our students led tours of our buildings. They showed the different pathways, whether that be healthcare, our autos, manufacturing, construction, our engineering, some of our business. So our students led tours to showcase everything that we have to offer to those business partners. So that was another amazing event. A few weeks before that, we brought in the Waukesha County Business Alliance. So again, bringing people from outside of our traditional area and showing all the great things that we have to offer here, because we have students from all around coming to Elkhorn Area High School and all of our different buildings. But we also have students that are working a little bit further outside of the community. So
it's one thing to talk to people about it. It's another thing to get people in the doors and have them see it, touch it, experience it. And, I think all the things you're involved with in that sector, I think what's really amazing is because of those things and the educational process and the academic process, to see kids grow in how mature they are and how much they kind of understand where it's going,
Mhm.
right? I mean, to watch them mature and talk the talk,
Absolutely.
right?
And I think that was very apparent when, well, February, as we had talked on the Noon Whistle a couple of times, was um, National Career and Technical Education Month. So we brought in some students, and when you see those students and hear those stories, it's amazing. But part of that, we had the Wisconsin State Superintendent's Office come and do a tour of Elkhorn area school district. They've been to multiple buildings, and it's always great. Like, I can explain how great our students are, and our counselors can, our administration leadership can. But when the students share their stories, and you see the people that aren't familiar with Elkhorn, like, just kind of their eyebrows raise a little bit, and they're like, "Wait, you do all of that? Like, you have that opportunity?" It's pretty amazing to see all of those things. So those are just a few of the big events where we're bringing people inside our doors during the school day, showing the magic that's happening, and it's been pretty awesome. And then there's been so many great things that are happening by our students after the school day.
Yeah, it's club season, and it's state competition season for DECA and FCCLA and so many more.
I had a former coworker one time say that at 2:45 the campus comes alive, and I think you're well aware as a former coach and all the things that happen with sports. But truly, once the school day, the bell rings and some students go home, we have a lot of students that are competing in or working with different organizations. They're competing in different sports. They're part of different clubs. And like you said, this is that time of year where kind of all of their hard work, it's like the culminating time right now. They have their state competitions.
Yeah.
So they qualify at
another one in
regionals.
there that just had a competition.
And some of our competitions, and I had to write these down because the numbers are staggering. So FCCLA just competed. We had 11 students medal, which means now they qualify for the international competition. We had 4 gold, 3 silver, 4 bronze. Amazing things. Our Skills USA just competed as well at their state conference. We had 6 medalists. We had 1 Zoe B, state champion in her division, was amazing. 3 silver and another bronze there. DECA had 4 students qualify for their international event. And then HOSA. We have one of the largest HOSA chapters in the state of Wisconsin.
It's amazing.
As you know, and as people have come to find out, I came from another school district who had also a very rich healthcare program, amazing program. And when I talk to them, Elkhorn is the standard.
Really?
Everyone always looks to Elkhorn as like, well, they come out in droves when it comes to that state competition. When you start hearing the names awarded off, Elkhorn Area High School, Elkhorn Area High School, Elkhorn Area High School. That's pretty awesome. I was able to see that a couple of years ago. We had 22 students qualify for HOSA International. That'll be taking place in Nashville this year. So 22 students, that's larger than a lot of schools' clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had 22 just qualify for the international event, which is pretty amazing. And they have a really neat event there now that I was able to witness. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Ananimage.
Okay.
It's like it's kind of like a augmented reality anatomy competition where they have to identify and do some things on a big digital display board. Okay. 85 teams across Wisconsin competed, and we had the 1st and 4th place finishing teams.
Wow.
So not only did we have, we had 2 teams in the top 5. We had the winners, and then we had a 4th place team as well out of 85 teams competing in the state of Wisconsin. So amazing things happening by our students.
There are.
They are getting involved, and they are not only getting involved, but they're excelling once they get involved. And that's the impressive part.
Right, right. They are. I don't remember, I'd have to ask John Handel this for sure, but there was a number thrown out not long ago that between our athletics and our clubs, it's like 80+%, I think, something like that.
I bet it's over 90.
It might be okay. It might be over 90
Yeah.
that are participating in some extracurricular, whether that's the arts, clubs, sports, whatever it might be. That's amazing, and that's true engagement, right? That's true. Like, I'm making the most of my time here, and I'm taking advantage of things that I can.
And when you look at those numbers, all the data shows that students who are involved will score higher in the ACT, the higher rate of graduation, all of those types of things by getting involved.
Yeah.
So And at Elkhorn, we have so many opportunities for kids to get involved. So it is
That's it.
it's
Access and opportunity,
it's
right?
a great time to celebrate all the great things happening, because we are about 6.5, 7 weeks away from graduation.
We are close.
It's coming quickly.
In fact, talking about graduation, I wanted to throw out there that every year we do our senior stroll downtown, where our seniors take their last walk from South Wisconsin Street all the way up to North Wisconsin Street. And this year, that is on May 22nd, and it's a little different. We used to be at have them walk at 1. This year, they're going to be walking at 10. So get there early, line the streets, step out of your business, whatever it might be, and let's cheer them on and thank them for all they've done and all they're going to do. And let's be excited for them. So
absolutely.
May 22nd at 10 a.m.
It's that time of year.
My little infomercial in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that time of year. The weather's getting better. Hopefully, it's getting warmer. We have people competing in their state, qualification matches, all those types of things. We have spring sports going on. We have spring different events. AP testing's coming up. All the big things are all kind of happening. All the hard work is starting to come to fruition, and we're almost there. We are getting close.
Mother Nature isn't cooperating with spring sports, though. When you mentioned that, we should have probably had swimming in the summer or spring.
My hometown of Clintonville baseball field, you can only see the pitching mound. Everything else is underwater right now.
It is wet out there, but hopefully it'll dry up for everybody and they'll all get their stuff in and we can all get outside again and not be dodging raindrops. I wanted to mention before we have to wrap up here, because we're moving along, I wanted to mention we got a couple things coming up, a couple big things. One is our Chicago Teen Edition musical coming up. So that's April 17th and 18th at 7 p.m. at the James A. Weiner Auditorium, which is at the Elkhorn Area High School. You can get your tickets on Class Immunity, or you can call the high school or go to the high school and pick up your tickets there as well. So it should be a great performance. They always do a great job, and this is their final for the school year. And one more quick infomercial announcement. We have our Purple and Gold fundraiser coming up on May 2nd, and the theme is on Wisconsin. You don't have to dress up. You can dress up, and celebrating all things Wisconsin there. I'm sure the food will go along with the theme. There'll be brats and burgers and all things good.
I see some cheese curds on there.
And everything from this event goes to the Scholarship Foundation. So a huge support to our kids that are moving on to different certificates or educational opportunities that can get some money to help them out along the way or get them started.
We also have one more big thing happening with our students.
We do.
We have our Give Back annual day. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, May 2nd is our annual Great Give Back, and thank you to the Nicholas D. Sergi Foundation. They always participate and donate the volunteer shirts for the day. And another great foundation, if you want to give, the Nicholas D. Sergi Foundation does amazing things. We're glad to have them as a partner. So May 2nd, the kids will meet at the high school. We generally have 100 to 150 kids that come. We break them up into groups. Durham School donates 2 buses to get the kids to the sites. And we head out to nonprofits and do work. So anything from landscaping to painting to hauling furniture, picking up sticks, planting flowers, you name it.
I think there's going to be some work after last night and what might be coming tonight. There might be some work to do in our yards.
Right.
There, so.
But yeah, this is the 8th year we've done this, and it's incredible. The kids are great, and to watch them enjoy it and help our local nonprofits and government buildings, such things as the library, City Hall, Open Arms Free Clinic.
Exposing kids to what that means to give back to their community.
And how important it is to be a part of the community, right? You get more from giving than get.
Amen.
So yeah, I wish we could go through everything, but I don't think we have enough time to list off everything. And we might be here a half hour, an hour now.
It's been a busy last 6-8 weeks here in the district, and more work coming up, more celebrations to be had in the next, like I said, 7 weeks here as students start getting close to that graduation date.
Yeah.
We're getting close to the finish line.
How fast the time goes. Well, I think we got to wrap it up. So thank you guys for listening. Like us, share us, pin us, post us, whatever you want to do. We would love it. And you guys take care.
See you, everybody.